Three things are a constant in January in Davos, Switzerland, the highest city in Europe and home to the World Economic Forum's annual gathering. Constant snow, constant security, and a constant sharing of big ideas by politicians, corporate leaders, and academics from across the planet. They've been gathering here since this business professor started the forum in 1971. 40 years later, he says the world should stop being such a bunch of negative Nellies.
The last years we were all caught in a crisis mood. Now I think it's time to look at the future in a much more constructive way again. So let's see what do we have to do to structure our future in a more positive way, to be more dynamic.
We are still going to be talking about Europe next year.
The theme over the past few years has been managing crisis. First, the global financial crisis, then Europe. This year, the theme is rather obtuse: resilient dynamism. What I think it means is how to get the global economy back on a path to robust growth. The challenge, after years of austerity cuts across Europe and central bank interventions, is how to ignite economic growth in the face of spending cuts and high unemployment around the world. But the theme's cautious optimism belies real concerns over the future of the Eurozone, China's growth, continued unrest in the Middle East, and political dysfunction in the U.S. Among the 2,500 participants in Davos are 900 corporate executives who worry that corporate profits have been hindered by slow growth, and that hurts expansion plans and ultimately the ability to hire. Work here is done in two places: sessions devoted to supercharging economies, fighting climate change, investing in sustainable energy infrastructure, and also formal and informal meetings in and around the Congress Center in this Swiss resort town. This is an exclusive gathering. It's not just the 1%. It's probably the 1% of the 1%, but it is about ideas. It is about solutions. And there is a way for people who are not here to spread their ideas, both for the consumption of people who are attending and the rest of the world. This is the social media board. It tells you how to participate. So there's a hashtag WEF, that's World Economic Forum, handles at Davos or at WBF, a Facebook page, a Weibo page for those participating in Chinese. All in all, right now, they got more than 3.6 million people following on social media. They feature tweets that go through around the globe right here, and they have articles, everything that's being printed that has something to do with World Economic Forum or Davos. While there may be plenty of news about the forum, there's generally very little news made at the forum. World leaders gather here to share ideas and promote policies. Deals may be cut on the ski slopes or in private meetings, but not announced publicly. Like the teams of police that surround the city this week, the forum is tightly choreographed and under control. That's a constant you can depend on 1,500 meters above sea level here in the Swiss Alps.